All right, so the Street Fighter 6 character guide for Sagat drop. This is different than, say, like the trailer where they'll just show us things. The video will explain to us how things work. You know what I mean? So it's not like up to us to speculate. So hopefully we'll learn a little bit more about Sagat, but we went over the blog. So we kind of know what's going on. You know what I mean? Tiger Knee plus, great. Sagat is a character featuring long-reaching attacks and powerful strikes. Yeah, I'm very concerned about that. Sagat has a number of powerful target combos with many uses, allowing him to set traps and pressure his opponent. I don't like this. This is probably like +2 or +3. He's close enough to like throw, especially if you parry. If you parry, you're gonna get thrown here, and like, you know, people will parry there. So I've been seeing like Capcom has like allowed this more, like you to be plus after hits, and like a lot of characters really didn't have that per se. You know what I mean? The fact that he can get damage off his pokes is crazy. Like standing medium kick is a strong move. Tiger Nexus and its follow-ups while close to your opponent, to break through their defense. It's kind of slow, which is kind of nice. Was that like plus or something? Go back to that. Overhead. Go back to that other one though. The fact that they're showing this on block tells me that that's plus, which is crazy. Like, why does that need to be plus? Overhead. Okay. He's got like one where like you launch to. High shot. It's got two versions of it. Fire a key blaster directly forward, useful for attacking opponents at range. This technique can only hit standing opponents, though its speed can be changed based on the strength of the input. I bet you one's going to be really slow and one really fast. There's a slow one. There's the fast one. Yeah. Regardless of its speed, it's a potential tool against grounded enemies. It's also a dependable ally for situations in which you need to replenish your drive gauge. Yeah. You can just like sit back and throw them. Overdrive, launching a faster projectile that hits crouching opponents. The fact that it hits crouchers is wild. I mean, it's like fair, right? It's fair. It's fair the fact that like it hits crouchers because you're using OD to cover a weakness. So, you know, make my OD psi higher so it can clash with fireballs. That's fast. Holy shit. You'll move forward before your opponent if they block. Follow up with a Tiger Cannon if you... So what they're saying here is that on a hit, you'll be able to act beforehand. Damn. Don't tell me you're plus. Like, you're plus there? Nice. That's cheap. So, like, that's a overdrive spender to go into a level 1. But, like, he's got a launch at the same time. You know what I mean? So, like, probably don't even need to do that to go into level 1. Low shot. Fire a key blast directly forward from a low position. Useful in combos and for checking opponents from a distance. Plus, after a fireball, his OD. I'm assuming. I believe so. Fires a powerful ball of energy at the opponent's legs, forcing them to jump or block. Tip scales in your favor. Launches a faster projectile that hits harder and hits more times. Oh, he's got a OD low shot. I guess like quarter circle forward, light punch, medium punch, I guess is. Oh, there it is. I wonder if you can go high shot, low shot as a juggle. That's crazy. Tiger uppercut. From a low stance, launch your opponent with a powerful uppercut. This is invincible against jumping attacks, making it useful as an anti-air attack. Holding the heavy version will boost the attack's properties. So kind of like Cammy's heavy strike. Oh, but he doesn't say tiger? He just says uppercut? That's kind of whack. There's a lot of iconic stuff that like needs to be in the game. Like Sonic Boom for Guile. Hearing shooty all the time is kind of annoying. Hearing Taiga uppercut would be cool. Techniques blah blah blah. Yeah, cool. Use the light version to bring down airborne enemies and the medium and heavy versions when you seek to get the most damage out of your combo. Uppercut. I wonder if his OD, he'll just go. Roar! Only the heavy version will increase your chances of attack power. Wait for the chance to deliver a crippling blow. You can't do anything after that. Fully invincible attack. It may tip the fight back in your favor, but be aware as its overuse may foreshadow your defeat. No, he doesn't say it. Tiger Knee Crush. Leap forward while striking with the knee. Hit with the very tip of the knee to move before your opponent. So basically, it's like they don't speak like us. They like speak like, you know, normie and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like they could just say it's plus, but they won't. You know what I mean? Like that's what they should be saying, but they won't. They're just gonna be like, oh, you can attack beforehand, because some people don't know what plus means. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you can't fathom what like plus on block means, then like I kind of feel like this is something that you probably wouldn't find. I don't know. I guess they assume that like everyone is gonna watch this. I just noticed that like my sweater has like a stain on it. That makes me sad. I have like a little fucking, I don't know if it's like coffee or something. There's a little stain. Sucks. Anyway, sorry. Where am I? Gotcha. The fact that it goes... Chico, what's going on? The fact that it goes over fireballs is crazy, but I bet you it won't be easy to do so. Like, I doubt it's like fully invincible. Leap forward and attack from a powerful knee strike. The forward distance covered changes based on the strength of the input. Study the distance as well. Place carefully. You'll be able to move before your opponent, even when blocked. At least it doesn't go full screen, but still, though, I am very frustrated with the direction that Capcom is going with forward moving plus on block moves. Like we're seeing a lot of characters that can do it, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah, Terry's annoying to fight against. Like it's just really obnoxious. Elena can do it too. I mean, not as like freely, but like Elena, Mai can kind of do it too. Bison can kind of like knee press like at will. Well, a lot of these moves are just getting annoying to deal with. Question is, was that plus? A powerful close range tool that cannot be punished on block. Why? So it's -2? It can be followed up with further attacks when used in a combo against the wall. Find your moment to strike. It's like, this is my point, right? It's like, why? It's like, why? Why does he get that shit for free? I get it, right? That like, oh, but like he loses a turn. -3 is a number that's important in Burnout. And like, yes, I get it. Like, Burnout, they have to use bar. I get it, blah, blah, blah. But like still, it's like if he's got full bar, that's 1, 2, 3, at least 4. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Oh, wow. They've been doing a lot of these like low to the ground juggles. And I saw it with the changes to Juri's back hard kick, with the changes to Ryu's back hard kick. Like that doesn't look like it should juggle, but no, it does. Tiger Nexus. A forward moving knee strike that can be followed up with one of 3 different kicks. Didn't they show this at the start? A powerful knee strike that can be followed up by one of the 3 attacks. The first one is Mighty Tiger. It's an overhead attack that will hit a crouching opponent and will not leave you vulnerable for long. What do you mean won't leave you vulnerable for long? Huh? I'm assuming that they mean like the gap is small. Or like on block, it's like -4 or something. Greedy Tiger will allow you to move before your opponent when blocked. Safe on block. Plus on block, excuse me. Is effective in overwhelming a cowardly opponent, but will miss if they're crouching, so pay due attention. Yeah. So if they're crouching, they're kind of fucked. The reason why this works is because people are going to be expecting the high. They look like they have similar timings. I wonder if you can't like fuzzy block this. That might be why it will work. Because if you think about it, like this shouldn't work ever. Just block low. But it's the fact that you're going to try to block the overhead. I'm assuming that's like how it's supposed to work. That looks like a crouch. No, that doesn't look like it. Is that a crouch strong? That's a crouch strong. That's crazy. That could just be the crouch jab. Yeah. We need to punish that heavily. At least stand strong, stand fierce. Tiger and Nova will hit regardless of if they're sitting or crouching. You'll have the opportunity to attack first, even when in the event that it's blocked. So the question is, why would you use this? I am wondering if there's a bigger gap in between here. Yeah, there's a much bigger gap in between. So if you can catch a person who's hard blocking, like this is obviously the one to use. It has like the biggest payoff. And like, since this is plus on block versus the other one that's plus on block, like why would you ever use a one that that will whiff on crouchers, right? It's because you can probably press a button in between this one a lot easier than you could the other one. So the whole point is to condition your opponent to block and get them trying to hard block instead of like a delayed jab or something. Because if you think about it, if they're both plus on block, why would you ever use the one that will whiff? Well, there's a reason why. The gap is probably smaller, and the reason why they might have to block that one is because the overhead exists. So the head is there to condition you to block high, and then you use the second one, Greedy Tiger, to try to get some plus frames. And when you force a person to block completely, that's when you go for this one here. That's my assumption on like what their logic is. But in this game, a lot of times it's just I'm gonna press a button, or I'm gonna reversal, or I'm gonna parry. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, actually, hold on. This one they use the jab. The other one they use the crouch strong. So I wonder how much plus the other one is. So this one is probably like +1 versus the one where you got to block it high. This is probably like +3. If it's +3, that's crazy. It better not be. Because like, why else would they show a strong and a jab? Chico, do you know how fast this crouch strong is? Light and medium Tiger Nexus will not combo into Tiger Nova. The heavy Tiger Nexus is particularly strong, 7 frames. So that's still good though, because if you trade, my assumption is that you're +3 there. But they got hit clean. There's no way it's +4. That would be crazy if it's +4. That would be wild. +4 at least, yeah, right? That would be crazy. Because they got beat clean. Unless the jab is a reversal. Yeah, but they usually show things specifically to illustrate like what their intentions are, you know? So the fact that they chose a strong on the second one, the greedy, versus a jab on the Nova Tiger. You know what I mean? So light and medium, you won't get the launcher. You have to use the heavy, which is going to force the opponent. Which is going to force you to like hit confirm it. And then your opponent can hit in between. But that's the thing, right? Like that's the trick that they play. Right? That's the trick that they play in these kind of trailers. Is you're going, oh, but there's a gap. Yeah, but like, how about you drive rush like fierce into it? Now that gap is smaller. So it's like the gap is smaller. You have less time to confirm that you want to go into it. And that slight pause gets you counter hit. Like that's how it is. Like in this game, you have to like kind of mash timing. Like you have to use your buffer window. That's cool. That looks cool. So I mean, it's kind of like Juri, you know what I mean? Like in medium Tiger Knives will launch your opponent into the air on counter hit. Huh. Huh. Oh damn. I wonder what the hit confirm window is on that. Or follow-ups. Damn. So you can on counter hit get even more damage off of it? I haven't seen anything. This is my first watch through. So let me kind of experience this all the way through first. Like, don't spoil it. Follow-up attacks are enhanced. Use its speed to strike fear in the hearts of your opponent. It's faster. I wonder if that's plus. That's crazy. Strong again. It's probably the same plus frames, but there's probably less time to react to it. Tiger Cannon. This is SA1. Gather power in your fist before unleashing a massive tiger shot. There goes any hopes that I could store or throw a sideshow. His taunts are cool, though. A mighty tiger shot fired with full effort. Should an overdrive tiger shot or tiger nova hit the opponent, this shall drive home the foolishness of their mistakes. Do not miss. I'm interested to see what they do with his SA2. Yeah, it looks like if they block that, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's so slow that I wouldn't be surprised if you could store first and then drive rush in. Need a strike that can be followed up with one of the 4 moves after grabbing the opponent. An attack that grabs the opponent before following up with one of 4 attacks based on the directional input. Okay, interesting. The startup of this technique is invincible. His level 1 is probably not. I bet you his level 1 is not invincible. Which, like, I don't want to see a character get stronger, but Capcom is doing this thing where, like, they're not giving some characters invincible level 1s. I think that's a huge mistake. Level 1 is involved, and why would level 2 be involved? That's goofy. This shouldn't be involved. The damage is the highest of all the follow-ups. Use it when you wish to end things once and for all. This is like... Yeah. Anyone ever notice SAGAT got the Sigma and Sigma got the same face? A little bit. Tiger Zenith. And we follow up with further attacks. Okay, so that's the launcher one. It's these two that I'm curious about. Pendulum. Switch spots. Yeah. Ooh, sha. Damn. But you're not close. I like his stance. The motherfucker stance the fuck up. Technique will leave you closest to your opponent. Allow you to push your offensive further. Yeah. I wonder how good that is, though. I wonder how good that is. Because, like, why would you... I mean, I get that you're closer. But SAGAT is, like, good from far away. So, like, yeah, I get it. Like, you're close. But, I mean, he doesn't need that. His strength is, like, mid-screen and, like, far. Like, that should be what he does, right? Like, you have other things. But, like, he also can launch and use attacks. I'm sure there's enders that he can use after launch that'll give him good Oki. I'm sure. And probably does more damage. Like, remember I said that shit, chat. Cayman said this, that it's not surprised that they changed the name of the move based on the fucking horrible shit that's going on overseas, right? Shocking that they changed it, right? Lash the opponent with a series of powerful kicks, followed up with a fierce uppercut, close as a close range reversal or as a high damage option in combo. Hey, hold on a second. He hasn't moved up. They said a close range reversal. That's quarter. That's half screen. I better see him move forward. Okay. All right. A mix of powerful kicks and a bunch of punches. Oh, this is Sagat saying it. My most talented, my most trained technique. It could be used to turn the tide of battle, and it's with his invincibility. Why would he say that? Or included in combos to deal massive damage. Regardless, it is the crown jewel of the Emperor. Oosh! Oosha! Yeah! Yo, do you see how he stares at you? That's crazy, chat. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy. Imagine. Yo, who the fuck gonna come through and do that shit to me, though? Like, lovingly. Now, kids, facts. Yo, you're reading my mind. That motherfucker stared at you. That's crazy. Bison said, this is the CA? Oof, oof. I like that it speeds up, right? I like that he's like, let's get to it. Golly. Wait, did he just break his skull? What the hell? You just hear bones breaking. That's crazy. Yo. That's crazy. That's what my meat sees after I made it for freaking spit up a few times. And I'm like, again. That's crazy. Is that it? All right, cool. We Gucci. Right there, boy. Sigma. Yep. Let me see this. Wait, what the hell? Oh, he died off that shit?
Bro, you know he's dead if you hit him with this.
What the hell? The counter hit though. Okay, fair enough. I get it that it's a counter hit, but like the thing about it, the reason why this is bullshit is that most jump-ins you hit are counter hits, right? Especially like reversal, not reversal, invincible moves. Most things you hit are counter hit. That's crazy. Because like the CPU is not going to max the fuck out. I'm sure you could have killed there 110%. It launches on regular hit. It doesn't need counter hit. Is that confirmed? Because that's a counter hit. That's a counter.
Bro, you know he's dead if you hit him with this.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I find it super weird that Capcom is like, did you watch any of the gameplay footage? No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to. I find it super wild that Capcom is leaning away from the Street Fighter 6 like rule set, because like not for nothing characters in season 1 were not doing that. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm seeing a lot of rules being broken, and I'm looking at some of the season 1 characters like Juri kind of like falling to the wayside. It's like, can Juri get that on her crouch fierce? No? All right, I'll just go die then. You know what I mean? I'll just fucking go die then.